Hey guys, welcome to Road to Polyglot. My name is Lucas, and that's my second video. I want to talk about the best way to learn a language, which is a very great title and a very great topic, but there isn't the best way to learn a language. Let me explain. I am from Brazil. I've been learning languages since 2020, and I've learned French, not fluently. Then German. I'm on the road to learn it, but I'm not fluent as well. I think I am like B1 in French and A2 in German, fluent in English, maybe C1, C2. I'm not sure about it, but it doesn't matter. The thing I want to say is that I learned every single language, and I am gonna learn more with the same method. I developed it, and I am really proud of it. Obviously, it was inspired by a lot of polyglots, mainly Steve Kaufman and Luca Lampariello. I love their contests, their content, and I want to be like them. They are great inspirations for me. But the first thing I want to talk about is how first you have to think about your goals. What do you want to do with the language? Why are you learning the language? That's the first thing you have to think about. So for example, I plan to go to some countries to make some travels, but that's not exactly my first goal with the languages. I want to consume content with the language. When I learned English, it was the best thing that I have done in my life. Why? Because I can consume content in English, and every single guy, every single person that I like to consume content, basically they all speak English and they all make content in English. Like, obviously not all of them, but like 90% of the people I watch speak English and make videos in English. And I'm a YouTube consumer. I learn everything from YouTube and languages as well. And if you don't speak English, your life can be really different, really hard. Because if you like music, you can learn music, or you can listen to the best music in English, for example. And if you like soccer, you hear and you see people talking about people teaching and stuff in English. Obviously, Brazilians are very good at it, but it's just an example. So you can lose a lot of information because you don't speak a language, and I don't think that's really cool. So that's my goal to learn a language. I want to learn more things through the language. And if you have a goal, similar goal, you would like to learn how to listen. That's gonna be your first goal on language learning, right? So you have to have a really good listening in order to understand the videos by native speakers in your target language. So I would recommend you to read and listen a lot, like I do. The first step of my method is read and listen at the same time. So you easily find videos on YouTube on the target language you want, if it's a more famous one, like Spanish, English, French, German, maybe Chinese. You can find it as well, depending of your mother language, obviously. You can find content with double subtitles, which is by far the thing I most recommend you to do and to watch, right? Because you can do a three-step thing. Like, the first thing you do is watching the videos, looking up at your target language and see what you understand, kind of like a test. And the second time you just look at the mother language subtitle. So you're gonna watch it 2 times, then you watch again, writing down the words you think are important. You don't need to write every single word, because it's not every word that's worth their time. unfortunately, that's not. It's not. You have to choose the words you want to learn really, really well, mainly at the beginning. Because if you don't do this, you're going to learn a lot of useless stuff and you're going to forget it. So it's going to be a waste of time. And you don't want to waste time, right? You want to be uh, more precise and more productive. So you do this. Watch the video 3 times. Target language, mother language, then write down the words. How can I do that? I create or I pick one sentence of the video that I'm watching or any kind of content I am consuming. I pick up one sentence with one word that I don't know. One word. Why one word? Because you have to be familiar with the context in order to learn a word. You know? So that's what you're gonna do. If you don't like the sentence or the context that the word is insert, you can create one. You can create a phrase with that word if you have more ability with the language you're learning already. So, yeah, that's the first step of my method, and that's, I think, the best way to consume content. After consuming, you have to find a way to grow up your vocabulary. This method I did, and I teach right now. I don't know if teach exists. I think it's taught, right? This method I taught right now is a great method to consume content, but you might don't like the way that I write down words. So you may create a better one, but you need to have a way to expand your vocabulary, and that's the second part of my method. Sometimes the way you're gonna learn new vocabulary is by Google Translate, maybe. It doesn't matter the way you're gonna do it. For example, I love talking to myself and waiting for words that I don't know, like feelings or like gaps, gaps on my sentences. When it happens, I go to Translator, or Google Translator, which is my preferred too. I go there and type to see the translation I want, and I learn a lot from it. That's a way to grow up my vocabulary. And it doesn't matter what you're gonna do. The only thing that matters is that you like it, that you love it. If you don't like it, it's less probable that you keep doing it over time. And learn a language is an overtime thing, You can't learn a language in 1 year. You can learn it, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. But you can learn a language in like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's really hard, depending on your goals. You have to trust the process, to keep doing every single day. There's no such a thing like, oh, I'm gonna study once a week, but it's really hard to learn a language studying once a week. You can do it, but it's not the most recommended thing. So, yeah. And think with me. You're listening to it at the same time. You're growing your vocabulary, but you're gonna forget it all. So what you have to do, you have to review things. So you need to find a way to review things. Some people like to use, and the most famous way as well, is to use Anki as a review app. I don't like it, but because I think it's boring, and like I said, you need to like everything you're gonna do. But some people like it, and if you do, I would really recommend it because it's really good. It really works. So I think you should do it if you like it. Another way is like Steve Kaufman's app called Link. There you can consume, you can grow your vocabulary, you can review things there as well. So it's really complete app, but you need to pay for it if you want to use it and make links over time. You have another way to reveal it. You can simply reveal the papers and the notes you took, but some people like to write. So if you don't like to write, you can do it digitally, but you have a lot of ways to do it. the most important thing is just do it. So that's my method. I think that's the best way to learn a language. You consume content, you grow out your vocabulary, and you reveal it. Over time, you're gonna notice a huge difference on your learning, and mainly on the language you're learning itself. That was the video for today. I see you guys next week, and bye bye.